Keri TV, and we're back today with a very informative episode about multiple offers. Everyone's hearing about how nuts the market is, right? It's completely bananas. Well, I'm giving you a BTS on exactly what is going on with some of these multiple offer bids. So stay tuned for today's episode. All right, so if you haven't seen this channel before, make sure you like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know how you're doing. All right, so today we are talking about this beautiful home in Valencia that we just closed escrow on. Congrats to buyer and seller. This property was one of the hottest listings I've had in the last year. This one just knocked it out of the park. It was definitely thanks to my sellers to listening to me and for being a part of the Keri White team listing process. I've explained that before, but just to remind you, once we go to a property, we have a very specific method with what we suggest. Not everybody listens, but we love when they do, and this seller did. This home was purchased in 2010 for $360,000. I went out to see the property. We discussed doing some decluttering, painting, general repairs, and then we did a beautiful staging job for the home. We didn't do the whole house. We left a couple rooms empty, just because buyers really need to see and envision themselves there. Staging is so critical. The next important step is the pricing strategy. Although not all sellers like to do this, it is very wise to price your home a little bit under market value to generate excitement and interest. Well, this home, we looked at the comps and it looked like the last one was a little under 8, hovering 8, so we decided to list at $769,000 to give a little room for multiples. We were definitely expecting to get 8 or a little bit over based on the recent sales. Now this home actually, compared to the others in the area, really shined. A lot of them did not have professional photos, they did not clean up their house, they definitely didn't have staging. So I brought my little West Side selling skills over here and we just blew it out of the water. So let me explain a little bit about these offers. All right, so we listed on Monday. Within 2 days, we already had offers. Within a week, we had over 7 offers on the property. Yes, 7 in a week. My phone did not stop ringing for that whole week straight. So we get all the offers, we put them into a multiple offer spreadsheet. And the reason we do this is because there's over 10 pages in the residential purchase agreement. There's a ton of disclosures. The offers also come with cover letters, approval letters, proof of funds. So there is a whole ton of documents and it can be very overwhelming to sellers. So we package each of these in one PDF, we put them in a folder, and we label them offer 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So we set up this multiple offer spreadsheet, which has rows including all the pertinent deal facts, the price, contingencies, closing timelines, who pays for what, the most important parts of the deal so the seller knows and understands how to understand all these documents. Let's pull up these offers and see what they came in at. Offer 1 came in at $810,000. Offer 2 was $810,000. Remember, we listed at $769,000. Offer 3, $825,000. Offer 4 was $810,000. Offer 5, $780,000. Offer 6 was $805,000. Offer 7 was $820,000. And then we did get an offer after we had countered these at $810,000. So offer 8. So then the seller can decide who they want to counter offer. They could, in this case, take one of the offers, or they could send a single counter to one of the offers. In this case, they decided to counter 5 of the 8 offers. The seller sends out their best and final, and from there, that means the buyer has their opportunity to come back at their best and final, meaning best price, best terms, whatever they can throw in to get the winning bid. So let's see what these counters came back at. All right, so offer number 1 that started at $810 came back at $857,110. The second offer came back at $855,000. Offer 3 and number 4 at $825 and $810 did not come up. They stayed the same. Offer 5, the seller decided not to counter at $780. The offer that came in at $805 came up to $812. The one that came in at $820, the seller ended up not countering that. So to sum it up, we had 8 offers and the seller countered 5. 3 of them came up in price, 2 of them stayed the same. What happens next? So the seller then goes through the counters to decide who they like. Now it's pretty obvious on this spreadsheet, you don't have to tell them which offer you like. They pretty much know when looking at it, oh, okay, well I like offer number 2. Now why was offer number 2 so enticing? Well, let's take a look. Not only did they offer at $855,000, which was $86,000 over the asking price, but they also had a 17-day close, a large down payment, and they waived all their contingencies except for the appraisal. The runner-up in the seller's eyes was actually a couple thousand higher than this offer that the seller wanted to go with. But why didn't he go with that one? Well, that one had a regular standard close of escrow. They had a lower down payment. They had a 12-day inspection contingency. So you can see it was very, 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 very close. So that's the BTS on multiple offers in this crazy market. You can see these offers are the wild, wild west, these multiple offers. So you never know what to expect. You just have to put your best foot forward. We'll see you next week. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe and leave me a comment on what you learned and what you'd like to hear next week. Cheers, guys.